Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to share with you my recipe for these delicious dark chocolate and pecan nut cookies. This has been requested by family and friends, so I thought while I'm making them, let me record a quick video. I'll list all the ingredients that you need in the correct quantities in the description below, so make sure you measure everything out as per the instructions below before you get started. So we'll need some butter, chilled butter straight out of the fridge, cut into cubes, some dark chocolate, 54% cocoa, some pecan nuts, 1 medium egg, some plain flour, dark brown sugar, and in addition to this we'll need granulated sugar, vanilla and baking powder. So the first thing we're going to do is melt the butter until it's just melted, so not very hot. So you can do this in the pan or in the microwave in 10-second additions, and then you'll add the sugars into this, the dark brown sugar and the granulated sugar, as well as the vanilla, and just mix everything until it's nicely combined. And allow this to cool for 2 to 3 minutes before you go on to the next step. To the butter and sugar mixture, add the flour, the egg and the baking powder and whisk until you have a soft cookie dough. And next we're going to toast our pecan nuts for 5 to 6 minutes in a preheated oven, 170 degrees fan, and then we're going to chop them into large chunks and add this to our prepared cookie dough. So once you've added the nuts in, add the chocolate into the dough as well. So we're going to chop the chocolate into large chunks similar size to the nuts, and then mix it all together until we have a soft dough. And once the dough is mixed up, use a spoon to do this because it is quite sticky, and then get a sheet of cling film and make the dough into a log shape, and then roll it up and make sure you secure the ends as well, and put it in the freezer to chill for about 10 minutes or in the fridge for 30 minutes. I've prepared the cookie dough into a log, as you can see, and then I place this in the fridge for 30 minutes. The dough has firmed up considerably, as you can see here, so it will be a proper cookie dough once you've chilled, and fairly soft before you put it in the fridge or freezer. So don't add more flour if you feel your dough is too soft, because it will firm up. You want a soft cookie rather than a floury cookie, so make sure you don't add extra flour. So now we've lined our tray with parchment paper, and we're going to portion the dough into 12 pieces. You can make them larger or smaller, it's up to you. So I'm going to cut them into quarters and then cut each quarter into 3 pieces. I'm only going to bake some of them today, so I'm going to keep aside 8 portions. So for these 8 portions, I'm going to roll each into a ball and then just flatten them slightly once I put them onto the tray. So once they're on the tray, make sure you leave enough of a gap between each, because they will bake into larger cookies and spread, so you don't want them to kind of bake into one another. And put them in a preheated oven, 170 degrees fan, for 10 to 12 minutes until just golden. So keep an eye on your cookies in case your oven is a bit temperamental. And now you can see that they are baked fully. They've taken on a little golden colour around the edges. They've got these really nice little cracks in them, which I really love seeing. And you can see little bumps where the nuts and the chocolate chunks are. Because we haven't overbaked them, the chocolate will be really nice and gooey inside, so you'll have really soft and fudgy cookies. Even though it's really tempting to eat the cookies straight away, don't eat them straight away, because you can see they lose their shape if you pick them up when they're still hot. So leave them to cool in the tray for a couple of minutes, and then use a spatula to transfer them onto a wire cooling rack. This will allow them to harden slightly, but they'll still remain soft and chewy. So allow them to cool on the wire rack, I'd say for around 5 to 10 minutes before you enjoy them. So delicious warm, so I prefer to eat them within probably about 5 to 7 minutes of baking them, which is quite precise, but I find that's when they're warm and chewy but still hold their shape. These are so good with a glass of cold milk or a cup of coffee, which I feel offsets the flavour of the dark chocolate which we have in the cookies. You can also enjoy them with a cup of tea, and they easily keep in an airtight container once they're completely cool for I'd say 3 to 4 days. But I don't think we've ever got to day 2 and had extra cookies. So you can see they're very nice and golden all over. There's a really nice crispy bottom. Also, when you don't overbake your cookies and eat them warm after around 5 minutes, you'll see that the chocolate is very soft and gooey on the inside. And once you take a bite, you'll have little pools of chocolate. Now, this is my favorite part, taking a bite, and this was a delicious cookie. Look at the chocolate oozing out, and I hope you enjoyed this recipe. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, comment, subscribe and share, and I'll see you next time.